All right, yes, it is day 2 of Severe Weather Awareness Week, and once again, we kind of touched on this yesterday morning if you were watching. Criteria that kind of separate regular garden variety thunderstorms from severe thunderstorms, and the two primary things that we look for here, quarter-size hail or 1 inch in diameter or larger, that's kind of the minimum there, and 58-mile-per-hour winds or higher, and of course, tornadoes would be the third thing that obviously make a thunderstorm a severe storm. Some of the terms that we talk about, especially when we're in extended coverage, kind of breaking down the storm and the threat for you, a lot of times strong winds, the downburst from those storms, kind of that cool air crashing down and fanning out on the surface, that can cause a lot of damage. Similar to tornadoes a lot of times. The National Weather Survey teams usually have to go out and kind of decipher between was that just a downburst or a microburst, as it's also known as, or tornadoes. Also, large hail. We're not strangers to tennis, baseball, softball size hail with some of our more severe storms. And can you imagine, again, that minimum for that severe weather criteria with hail 1 inch in diameter, one of the largest hailstones ever reported up in Vivian, South Dakota a few years back, 8 inches in diameter. So 8 times kind of what we look for is the minimum severe hail. Incredible stuff. And again, all thunderstorms contain lightning there. Terminology once again, updrafts actually help to fuel large hail. Some of those can be 100 miles per hour. That's one of those things that really gets those large hailstones going. And once again, we talked about that cool air coming out of the top of the thunderstorm, crashing to the ground, can cause a lot of damage. And the other thing that we look for, especially with hail and tornadoes, would be what we call wind shear. And that's basically winds kind of changing direction as you go from the ground up in height there. So you might have a southeast wind at the surface. You get a couple thousand feet up above the ground. It might veer a little bit to the southwest and then continue to turn. So that change in direction, that twisting motion, that's what creates a lot of rotation and oftentimes some of our more severe weather. So that's kind of our topic today, some of the terms and some of the descriptions we use sometimes when we're talking about severe weather. Not to worry, this outside this afternoon though, looking pretty good. 62 degrees, we have clouds with the south wind at 10. Just about everybody warming from the 50s into the 60s now. Still holding on to 59 in Lincoln. Columbus also 59, but we're up to 61 in Atlantic, Red Oak, and Clarinda, Iowa. Falls City also checking in at 61 degrees. All right, here's what the cloud cover looks like on our exclusive Viper HD satellite from Council Bluffs back through downtown. You saw some of our local streets there across 680, I-80 back toward Highway 6. Socked in with the clouds, but so far not much in the way of moisture. A little drizzle back to the northwest, also to the northeast. And again, after this very warm day today, we already have winter storm watches in effect off to the north and west of us for tomorrow and to tomorrow night. That's the type of weather change we're going to see. So initially for us, again, very warm. We make the 70s this afternoon. We stay mild tonight. Lows drop to near 50. And then here's the shower and thunderstorm chance. And then watch as the storm drops in from the north and west. Cold air changes us to wet snow. Here, probably a slushy dusting to maybe a couple of inches. We'll just have to wait and see. Obviously, a little bit heavier back to the northwest inside that winter storm watch. So 73 this afternoon. Tonight, we drop to 48, way above normal. And then tomorrow morning will be mild early before the colder air moves in. Upper 50s to near 60. Falling temperatures, again, showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, and then that'll turn to snow as we head towards tomorrow night. Should be out of here quickly Thursday, and then still kind of unsettled, especially Saturday. Friday, we could actually see a brief rain shower, and then maybe some rain to snow Saturday. I still think a majority of that action is going to shift south and east of us early next week. And of course, obviously, it's important forecast with Easter Sunday coming up. And a reminder, it is Severe Weather Awareness Week. You can download Storm Shield. This is kind of our severe thunderstorm and tornado app. You can download that to your smartphone. And guys, if we get under watches or warnings or any other significant threats, it'll come right through your phone. And either way, you can track the showers and storms on the radar part of that app here as we head through the next several months.
That's true.